Hey, so in this video, I'll be doing a review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, Episode 5, A Hen in the Wolf House, and you should already know what that's about. It's just female women, or women in a bad situation, technically. But in this episode, we get our first look at Mockingbird, Bobby Morse, and she comes off like this cold, like strict person at first. Like she's working for Hydra, but then she actually is undercover, which for me I thought was kind of shocking because I know about in the comics a bit that she was undercover, but how Andrea Pulaski played her, she was believable to me, and shocked Simmons a lot because the way that she beat up the Hydra agents, no problem. And she fits in with the group, no problem. She knows Mac. She definitely knows Hunter. She's his ex-wife, which for the 5 episodes we've been getting ex-wife jokes, and we find out it's actually Mockingbird, so that's cool. When all this is during all this Hydra agent at what's called like the Hydra base that Simmons is at. Raina and Coulson have like little dinner, like chat for a bit, talking about how she knows that Simmons is in Hydra as a mole, and she's going to rat out her if Sky is not allowed to come with her and all that kind of stuff because Raina wants the obelisk to hand over to what's called Dr. Whitehall, but Coulson doesn't allow that. And at that point I had no idea that Mockingbird was the double agent, whatever. And I was thinking, why would he do that? It's Simmons. But later on we found out that Coulson already had a plan to get Simmons out of there anyway. But I don't know which person is Raina's more scared of, Dr. Whitehall or the Doctor, because the Doctor has strength, he has a lot of anger issues. I don't know what it is, but he has a lot of anger issues. What else? He doesn't like being called a monster, so I don't know if that's a hint or anything, but it could be. And at the end of the episode, you find out that he wants to work. He knows of Dr. Whitehall, and he wants to work with him now because Sky thinks he's a monster, and he wants to kill Coulson. So he works with Hydra, gives the obelisk to Dr. Whitehall, and he calls it by the native name, the Diviner. And talking about Sky and all this, she is searching, looking for answers about the writing and all that kind of stuff. And what's called Coulson decides to tell her that him and May have been monitoring her, and and he says she might be an alien, and Sky doesn't take it that well, and I wouldn't either. Because I don't think I would want to be called an alien. And like I said, Sky wants to kill her dad now. She knows about the that's Coulson's been writing carving the stuff, whatever. And somehow, I don't know how, but maybe it's because she never really saw a full aspect of the drawings before. She just saw little things. Maybe is now that she's in with Coulson, she knows it's a map to where, don't know what. We're gonna find out probably later on, and that's pretty much the episode. It was, and oh yeah, and Fitzsimmons finally get reunited because Simmons' job is done in Hydra, so she's back at S.H.I.E.L.D. and she's it was really awkward. Some little a cool thing I never noticed it because I'm not like a comic book person, but someone else did that I was watching a review for, and they were Simmons and Kenneth were talking about what kind of hell cow produces cow wine milk, and he replies, all the file says is Bessie. And so they were saying that it's a vampire cow that gets that's fights Howard the Duck, and but it was bit by Dracula. So that would mean Dracula's in this universe, and that would probably be meaning sometime Blade would be. But I would think this, like, Bessie would have been a cool, like, Halloween episode for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at some point, but I don't know what they could do with it. But it would have been funny to see. And I want to talk about more about what Sky could be, and I found 3 names. Talking about the Diviner, Scott. There's a character named Mila the Diviner, and she's an Inhuman that's a hacker, but she doesn't have a father, or I couldn't find anything about a father, so I don't know if that's her. There's an Inhuman called Sarah Garza, and she's also a hacker. I don't remember much about her. I think she used to have brown hair and brown skin, and then she turned red hair. I want to say that, but I don't remember that much about reading about her. The one that's might most likely won't be her is Daisy Johnson. She's not a hacker, but her father is Kelvin Zabu, Mr. Hyde. It's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like I was saying, that he has a lot of anger issues. He goes from anger to being happy, like being calm, and and the girl was adopted into a family, and Guy was adopted. But the reason I don't think this is gonna be her is because there's no alien blood in this person or in the storyline. So I don't think it's her. It's gonna be either Sarah or Mila. I don't know which one. I could say Mila because they talked about the Diviner, and probably Diviner's gonna fuse into Sky somehow. I don't know. Don't know. But I'm gonna talk about a bit about Avengers 2, and I was kind of pissed at the beginning when we found out that it was leaked, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. won't need the ratings for the show, so that's why they put the first trailer out. But I was happy to watch it. It was cool. It was dark. It had Hulkbuster, had Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Ultron's different forms. I don't know if they had the final form in there, because it didn't look like the final form for me. But I was okay with it. It was really dark. I wasn't expecting it to go that dark, and but at least for me, I think it was like a day after it came out. Marvel had a second plan, so we're getting a full clip from the movie. So I can't wait to see that tonight. So comment down below what you thought of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Episode 5, and what did you like from Age of Ultron trailer, and are you excited to see the clip tonight? Yeah, see ya.